Hey, FUMC Allen family, Pastor Mary Beth here. So this week we've had pretty significant change in the weather. Suddenly this week it's looked and felt like winter, and then we have another big change coming this Sunday, in that this is the Sunday that we get to fall back. I don't know about you, but I really appreciate having another hour of sleep on Sunday night. But I encourage you to be sure to do your clocks on Saturday night so that you're ready for this new time change on Sunday. I also know that we are looking at some changes here at FUMC Allen with our Sunday worship opportunities. You may recall that back at the end of September, we sent out a survey asking folks in the congregation to give us their input in regards to their preferences for worship style. We asked specifically about traditional style of worship and contemporary style of worship, and we had a great response to that. One of the best responses to survey that we've had since I've been here. What was interesting is that about 10% of those persons who responded indicated that they like them both, and they like a worship service where they get to experience all of those different styles of music and worship. But the remaining 90% were split pretty evenly between a preference for more traditional music and style of worship and what we might call a more contemporary style of worship. We also asked a question about preference for time, 11 o'clock or an earlier time, and the survey revealed to us that the greater percentage of those who prefer a traditional worship time preferred an 11 o'clock time. And among our folks who said that they preferred a contemporary style of worship, they were open to either one. So in response to that, on Sunday, November the 15th, we're going to launch a new schedule for worship opportunities beginning on Sunday mornings. So the schedule will look like this. Our morning watch service, which is a drive-in worship service that takes place on the west side of our building, on the Greenville side, that morning watch service will move to 8 o'clock. That's a 30-minute service. And then at 8:40 in the sanctuary, we will have a service that we're calling the table. The table will be casual, intimate, very much kid, family friendly, but also for all ages. All ages are welcome at the table. We will always have children's time. This will be a service in which you'll hear music that you might hear on KLTY or The Way or some other streaming service that plays contemporary Christian music. This will be a service where we will have communion every week, thus the table. That service will go from 8:40 to 9:30. Giving us time to be in the sanctuary and sanitize before the next service that will take place at 11 o'clock. And that service will be a traditional service, formal, marked by the great hymns of faith, marked by prayers and creeds and other liturgy. We'll hear the organ in that service. We'll hear our orchestra in that service. Our choir will sing, beginning with smaller groups here in these days, in the hopes that at one point we will be able to have the full choir back in the choir loft. They'll be robed, the pastors will be robed, and we will have communion on the first Sunday of every month in that worship service. Both of those services will continue to be live streamed and recorded so that they can be viewed at any time after that Sunday morning. And our morning watch service will continue out in the parking lot until the weather gets too cold for guitars to be played. Cold weather has an impact on the players and on the guitar. And we'll communicate that when we look like we're changing that schedule. Now, I'm really excited about these new worship opportunities because I think they will enable us to be here for good in our community, in the community that's here in Allen and beyond this community, because they are a way for us to reach into people's lives, both as they come here to be present, but also as they engage with us virtually, invited into a relationship with Jesus Christ, invited into community. Because what we know is these are days in which all of us desperately are longing to feel connected, to feel community. So I hope you'll join me in praying for our worship staff, our musicians, our stream team, and all those who are going to be coming to be a part of worship through First United Methodist Church of Allen. And I hope that you will join us in celebrating these new opportunities. And remember, I'm praying for you. I hope you're praying for me. Shalom.